Pranks that ended in death. Don't stop. In August 2011, Ohio high school friends Derek Greenlee and Seth Stonerock thought so highly of their prank, which saw the two wrap a stop sign in plastic wrap to render it barely visible, that they opted to brag about it on Facebook. This would prove to be a rather clear criminal evidence after two elderly sisters failed to see the hidden sign and drove straight through, getting blindsided by an SUV which had the right of way. Older sister Mary was killed instantly while the younger Janine died later in a hospital. Both teens were charged with tampering with a traffic control device and involuntary manslaughter. A royal pranking. International news outlets were abuzz in December 2012 when the pregnant Duchess of Cambridge, Kate Middleton, was hospitalized with extreme morning sickness. So much so, in fact, that an Australian radio station decided to call the hospital while posing as the Queen to get a health update. Jacinta Saldana, a nurse at the King Edward Hospital, happened to fall for the hoax and transferred the call through to the on-call nurse. When the prank made headlines worldwide, Saldana crumbled under the weight of the unwanted attention and took her own life days later. Suicidal scare. Halloween was a special time of year for 16-year-old Kentucky native Jordan Moreland, who took pleasure in using the spooky holiday as an opportunity for pranking, particularly when it came to his younger sister. In preparing for the holiday in 2013, Jordan decided to frighten his sister by purportedly hanging from a noose in the family yard. It's hard to know what he was thinking, if he was thinking at all, but his little sister found him hanging unconscious and even with the help of their mother was unable to save him. People believe Jordan became disoriented while putting the noose around his neck and passed out once it tightened. Reversal of fortunes. A trio of friends embarking on a worldwide trek were pulled over for a pit stop near Queensland, Australia, when one friend pulled their car forward in a joking attempt to leave a straggling friend behind. Content with his efforts, the driver began to reverse back when he accidentally hit his friend, causing serious head injuries. With no mobile phone service, the man rushed to Charters Towers Hospital, where Sam Minigue was pronounced dead on arrival. The driver was charged with dangerous operation of a motor vehicle causing death and 1 count of drunk driving. Sparks fly. Eric Morelli was trying to draw the attention of his friend on a Sunday morning in June 2014 when he arrived at his family's Southington, Connecticut apartment and threw a lit sparkler through an upstairs window. But instead of finding his friend, who was actually sleeping downstairs, Morelli's sparkler found the room of his friend's sister, Kristen Milano. As the sparkler started to fire, those in the apartment reacted to the smell of smoke and immediately fled. Believing that Kristen was out elsewhere, they were grateful that everyone was safe outside of the burned-down home until emergency responders notified them that her body had been found. Killer revenge. A simple Friday night of Taco Bell and a movie among 6 friends turned deadly when the group opted for a side trip over to a friend's house in order to get back at him for an earlier prank. As the friends dumped leaves and other garbage on a car parked in the driveway of their friend's Little Rock, Arkansas home, the homeowner and father, Willie Noble, emerged with a gun and began firing at the fleeing group of teens. One of the bullets hit 15-year-old Adrienne Broadway in the head, killing her. No one else from the group was hurt in the attack, which resulted in a first-degree murder charge for Noble. Bully brutality. A horrific case of bullying in Russia led to the tragic death of 17-year-old Sergei Kasper, a student at the Polytechnic College No. 8. On a school day in December 2014, fellow students attacked Kasper, wrapping him in plastic to render him immobile while dunking him in a toilet and dragging him back into a nearby classroom. During this time, Kasper lost his balance and fell forward, crushing his esophagus against the teacher's desk. As he fell to the floor amid student laughter, some began realizing the severity of the situation and called an ambulance. Incredibly, a teacher for the class witnessed the entire scene unfold and did nothing to stop it. A rapid descent. Peter Antum swore revenge when Danny Vasquez, a work colleague at a U.S. meat rendering plant in suburban Philadelphia, yanked his chair out from under him as a silly prank earlier that year. For Antum, a suitable response to a sore bum and some hurt pride was to fatally stab Vasquez the next day. Despite the help of horrified onlookers, Vasquez was later pronounced dead at the local hospital. Antum, meanwhile, was found by police hiding in a nearby shed with self-inflicted knife wounds of his own. He underwent surgery for his injuries and was charged with murder while hospitalized. Gun fun. Nicholas Bell was trying to put a scare into his sleeping friend Jeffrey Charbonneau over Thanksgiving weekend in 2010 when he shot what he believed to be an air rifle at Charbonneau. It turned out that Bell had shot a real loaded .22 caliber hunting rifle at his friend, hitting him in the chest and killing him. Remarkably, Bell had also shot Charbonneau 1 year earlier with a BB gun, and a video of the incident showing Charbonneau bleeding as Bell is heard laughing in the background. Bell served a year in prison for simple assault with a weapon and reckless endangerment, while also getting a deferred 7-year sentence for manslaughter. We hope you found this video interesting. Here are some links to some other videos that you might enjoy. Don't forget to click subscribe, and thanks.